Hey folks, and welcome back to Pattaya. A lot going on in town this weekend, a lot of people in town, busy weekend, even for us. It's spring cleaning time at the casa. You know, I use that term loosely. Spring cleaning usually means a big detailed cleaning. I know it's not spring, far from it. But at any rate, we hired this lady and she brought her son and they came by to do a kind of a big cleaning. A lot of people ask, well, what does that cost? You know, in an average size condo, you'll pay 350 baht. They may only be there for an hour or two, but we paid by the day. 500 baht a day seems to be the prevailing rate. So while they clean everything up and give it the good rub-a-dub-dub, we'll take a little walk in the neighborhood. We'll go somewhere new, and we'll show you some other places in this episode you may not know about. So today, we're really close by home. We're right on Soi 5. Just down a little bit south past the Ritz Hotel or whatever. I'll show you what it looks like from the outside. But come to a place called Steak. It's a budget-minded eatery right here on Pratamnak Hill at the top of Soi 5. And it's a newer, pretty much a brand new place you may not know about. So we're gonna try the fare. And it is close by home. We walked here in about 3 minutes. So it's just called Steak. There's a sign outside that says steak. So I'm gonna have a steak. Now a steak here can be anything, just a piece of meat. I got a chicken steak coming, for example. And the girls are getting some somtam. This is On. She's staying with us for a couple days. Hello. Anyway, long story. But we'll get the food and we will see what it is, and I'll show you what it is and how much it would cost, because that's the thing here. It's designed to be a budget-friendly place. So we'll come back to steak in a minute, but you may remember from the last episode we went to look at a friend's condo, and after that we had plans to go out for the evening. And wouldn't you know it, the minute we set foot on the beach, it started pouring down rain, and we had a shawl to cover up with.
That's how it is sometimes during rainy season, but I don't need one of those. I rough it. Just a little damp. Just a little damp.
Yeah, that's right. I totally didn't get fully soaked on the way to the restaurant. Now, we're at the Bamboo Beach Pattaya. This was right around the corner from the condo we looked at, just maybe a 3-4 minute walk down the beach. And it's lovely oceanfront on the beach dining. But of course, when we got there, it was raining, so we'll have to content ourselves, originally anyway, kind of sitting under a thatched roof, and we'll look at the drinks menu. Big drinks menu here, lots of fruit drinks and cocktails and that sort of thing. Of course, there's a full food menu as well. One thing that was a little bit, maybe a little bit I was put off by, you had to pay for your drinks separately. I'm not sure what kind of system they have, but I gotta tell you, never let a little rain stand in the way of a good time. The girls got soaked, but they shrugged it right off.
เปียกไหม
ฮะ
เปียกไหม
ไม่เปียก
ไม่เปียกเหรอ
เปียกมากๆเลยไม่เปียกเลย Where is my hair?
You'll see what I mean. These rains don't last long usually in the afternoon, evening, and sure enough, it stopped, I don't know, 5-10 minutes after we got there. It was time to venture out onto the beach. Now, usually the best thing to do here is get a table right on the beach. And at the Bamboo Beach here, the big thing that a lot of people don't know about is they have a fire show. It may be one of the only places in Pattaya that has a fire show, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 7 p.m. So of course, you want to arrive a little bit before 7 p.m. And they're getting everything ready. They're drying off all the tables. We ended up securing one right here front and center for the show. So we'll take a look at all that. Meanwhile, the drinks were coming. The food was starting to come out. They ordered a variety of dishes. Looks pretty good. But anyway, we'll take a look at this, one of Pattaya's very only fire shows, right here on the beach in Nak Lua. As you can see, I guess the best way to describe this is a bit of a beach party. I'm not sure what this paint is. I'm sure it washes right off. Maybe some kind of watercolor or something like that, but it looked like fun. But there's a DJ, there's professional dancers. They're amping out the house music. Everybody's enjoying their time on the beach here. And of course, there's plenty of food. Oh, and drink. Plenty of food and drink. This guy here, he's grilling up fresh squid right here on the beach. And of course, there's a full menu. I had a Penang shrimp, and I think my buddy had a cashew chicken. There's all sorts, but it is mainly Thai food. Some nice areas for photo ops, and of course, the fire show going on that started at 7. I got to tell you, you don't have to go to an island to see a fire show. Mainly, that's what you find in Koh Chang, Koh Samet, etc., Koh Samui. But right here in Pattaya, there you go. And I tell you, it was as good, if not better, than some of the fire shows I've seen elsewhere. And look at this, even a little bit of a limbo competition. But let's go back to steak. Our food should be arriving by now. So I had the chicken steak with a lovely black pepper sauce gravy. A lot of gravy came with it, with fries and onion rings, and some peas as well. So mine was, I'll show you. I've already eaten. They're still working on it. Mine was 139 baht. Right next door, there's an Expat Store. I went over there, walked over there, met the lady. I was just curious, I'd never been in there. They've got frozen entrees in there, little frozen boxes of curries and stuff. I think they were 139, 149 baht, beef stews, curries, different things that you have to take home and heat up in the microwave and that kind of stuff. So for 139 baht for a fresh cooked hot served entree with no mess to clean up, that's pretty good. So I'll tell you why I like places like this. Inside, it's enclosed inside dining, aircon, and a lot of places where you go for Western food, if you take your Thai girlfriend, Thai partner, quite common actually, and they might have a great burger, they might have a good steak, well, whatever it is, but it seems to me that most of those places, and I have a lot of them in town that I like to eat there. A lot of times I'll just go by myself and eat. V will eat at home with her Thai food, because those kind of places don't really specialize in Thai food, and they do have Thai food on the menu, but it's usually like double to triple the price of a place like this. So here, you can get a reasonably priced Western style entree, and you can still get 60 baht som tam. They raved about the som tam, and there's locals out here eating it. So then that's kind of a going rate at a restaurant like this. But maybe at a place in town that has really good burgers or Western fare, that would be 120, 150 baht. Oftentimes some of the Thai dishes that you pay 70, 80, 90, 100 baht for at a place like this, they're more like 180, 190, 200 baht. So you're kind of saddled with that if you bring a Thai partner, and they're not going to like it as much. Usually it's not as good either. So if I go out with V to one of these places, a lot of times she'll eat Western food, which is fine. But if she wants Thai food, more often than not, she'll say, oh, it wasn't that good and it was expensive. I'm like, yeah, it's a trade-off is what I'm saying. But a place like this, I think it's less of a trade-off. You almost get the best of both worlds. I'd eat that again, and they're happy. You can see how happy they are with the Thai food. They got the jum. I've showed you that before. It's a broth, and then they put vegetables and noodles and egg and meats, and that depends on what kind of meat you get. But anyway, Sadek right here, Soli 5, a good option for that inside dining if it's raining or real hot outside, and you kind of they have something for everybody. All right, let's go do something else. So what I call the airplane market has opened on 2nd Road, just down past Soy 6. It's officially called Runway 88. And they had one of these motor show car audio deals. I took you to one of these up in Chonburi, I don't know, a couple, 2-3 weeks ago. But they had one here the other night. And there's a lot going on in town. There's a music festival at the beach, so I don't think this was very well attended. I'm a little bit disappointed in the airplane market. It looks like it's unfinished, rough around the edges. I thought the airplane would be painted. I thought the whole place would be paved, but maybe that's coming later. Still plenty of market stalls, lots of good street food, and I guess they'll have events like that. But the real party this weekend was down on Beach Road, the first opening weekend of the music festival. Now, the music festival held on the beach, and apparently it's supposed to be every weekend in the month of August. So we just finished our first one, coming up on the second one already. But a lot of people like this, and it brings a lot of people to town. Beach Road was closed from Soy 5 down. Had lots of traffic, road closures. It was kind of difficult getting around. But this is the scene you might see down at the beach the next several weekends here in the month of August. Very similar to this, live music on the beach. There's precautions set up, but it's a little bit of a show down there. I kind of prefer something a little bit less crowded, but it is good to see all the vibrance coming back, and this looks like any normal August here on Beach Road. Actually, maybe even more busy than normal. Look at all this. So yeah, we retreated up to Soy 7. Couple talented guys here on the guitars and vocals. Very nice at the hookup bar. They got look at this, maybe a new mascot, the iguana guy. He walks around and he lets you hold his lizard. You give him a tip and you can play with it for a minute. But always a good evening here. We met a lot of interesting people this weekend. A lot of people coming back to town. Look at this character here. I don't know what that looks about. But anyway, always something else to do next time right here in Pattaya. But for this one, gotta leave it off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.